Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Um, I wanted to make this video in reference to Freddie Gray because we all know what happened in Baltimore, where he was put into custody. He died in custody. It was determined that he had damn near severed vertebrae. And of course, with the previous video that I had done about, someone black falling to their death at the hands of a cop or with the police department, I said that is early 2015 and it's going to happen once again. It's going to happen several times by the time this year is over with. And this is just another example. Before I get into the meat of my conversation, this is not a cooning session. I know with what I'm going to say, a lot of people might take it as me saying be passive, and that's not the case. I have a lot to say, and this is my opinion. From one black man to black people out there, especially my brothers and sisters in Baltimore, because I was born and raised in Maryland, moved to Texas in 1991 after I graduated high school, and have been here to Texas since then. And me living down here in South Texas in the Rio Grande Valley, I'm predominantly around Mexicans, but it doesn't change the fact that something that hits so close to home, it still touches me. But going on and seeing other YouTubers that comment about this, I'm always intrigued as far as what they say. And there are some YouTubers out there that take a more radical approach. Now, for me, I'm not going to say names. You can pretty much find videos out there and kind of get the gist of it. I'm never going to generalize black people. That's the one thing that I will never do, because I'm black. And I'm not going to consider myself any more or less black than the next man. So I'm not going to say you Negroes this, you Negroes that. I'm not going to speak as though we're some subspecies. I'm not going to speak as though I'm a different level of black man and every other black person is beneath me. There are some black YouTubers that do that, and I don't really disagree with their message, because once again, a characterization of black people is, or generalizing, is basically me speaking out against myself. I don't really put out videos trying to uplift my entire race. It's up to each individual to do that for themselves. But I hope that I can spread a positive message just from my own point of view, because I try to see things as logically as possible. But with everything that's happened in Baltimore, I'm seeing a lot of videos now, whether it's USA Today, CNN.com, things like that. And people are protesting. We're pissed off. That's the truth. We are extremely upset about what's happened, because it's something that touched close to home for them, especially after hearing about the Eric Harrises, the Eric Garners. You have Walter Scott. This is just a long list, and it's going to continue to grow throughout the year, and it's going to continue for as long as we exist, where black people are dying at the hands of cops. Now, for those who will say, well, black people should spend more time protesting when other black people are dying, perhaps we should. But what's happening is no one gives a shit when black people are killing black people, because to some, it's urban pacification. This is just a way of wiping ourselves out, so that it's one less nigger that you have to worry about. And this is the mindset of people who are usually not black. And if it is someone that's black, they're probably uppity motherfuckers anyhow. But trolls, racist, people that have come on the channels and make those kind of comments remain faceless, remain nameless. But my message, once again, is for black people in Baltimore. When I'm looking at these videos and I'm seeing that you're protesting, it lifts me to a degree, because I see that we're coming together and not killing each other. But then what really pisses me off in particular is the fact that we could leave out of our own community, but we're going into other communities and damaging property, businesses, attacking white people, attacking non-blacks, in some cases attacking each other out of sheer ignorance. Being upset with the cops is the focus, because the cops are the one where Freddie Gray untimely died. But when I'm looking at the white businessman who's sitting there watching people throw trash cans in through his window, that's what bothers me the most. Not because it's damaging white property, it's because they're taking their anger out on businesses that had absolutely nothing to do with the death of Freddie Gray. And it defeats the purpose. We can't rise up and speak out for each other when this kind of shit happens. And I certainly don't endorse that. Angry, yes. I can be pissed off all day long about what happened, but the one thing I'm not going to do is go to my local H-E-B grocery store and throw a fucking trash can through the window and say I'm black, I'm pissed off because of a black man getting killed in Baltimore. That's not the case at all. This is my forum in order for me to express my displeasure with what's happened in Baltimore with Freddie Gray and the police. But this isn't me saying black people rise up and attack Whitey, attack the Asians. It's not even me saying black people rise up and attack the police. It's for us to stand up and voice ourselves and say that this has got to stop with violence with black people and cops. Black on black crime, that's something that we can touch on all day long, but it's no different than white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, Hispanic on Hispanic crime. So we don't need to really talk about that. But if we're pissed off about what happened with Freddie Gray, don't be pissed off at the white guy that's standing on the sidewalk watching black people march through and throwing trash cans at them, or just trying to antagonize or start a fight. It's not even about throwing bricks at the police that are standing and trying to hold everyone off. It's supposed to be nonviolence because Freddie Gray met a violent death with what happened to him. But us being violent against the police is not going to serve any purpose except for people to look at us as black people throughout this nation and still consider us less than what we actually are, because we are kings and queens. We are people amongst other people, and unfortunately we're not acting like that. When you look at the videos on CNN, you look at the newspapers, and there could be one instant of someone tearing up shit, but that's going to make front page in the news, whereas you have all these other instances of people helping each other, people marching in peace. It's going to be publicized with the bad showing first. That's wrong, but that's how the media is. So once again, I'm asking my brothers and sisters, once again, this isn't me, Cooney. This is me as a black man saying to other black people, let's do this the right way. Let's stop being angry and expressing the anger with destruction. Let's be angry and use our voice. It's what they did in the civil rights movement, where they marched. They didn't have to do it violently, but they did it from sheer will. And that's what we should be doing. We should be speaking out against the brutality against black people, from the police. But at the same time, let's stop throwing bricks at the cops. Let's stop giving cops a reason to want to open fire on us. Let's stop destroying businesses. Let's stop being angry enough to where it turns to violence. That's all I'm simply asking. If you like this video, I hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.